Hey there, welcome to the update for March 2023. And I would like to start out by saying thank you for the great reception to the first 2 episodes of Season 2 of Space Quest. It's been a blast to make the first 2 episodes, but it's also a bit exhausting, so don't expect the next one to come within a week. I think I need a little break here, but I will soon start working slowly again. I don't think there's much else to tell you guys at this moment, so let's just head into Machinima news. I've been so swarmed this month, so I haven't really been good at checking out new machinimas, but I did stumble upon one thing that caught my interest, and that is a teaser trailer for something called Divide by TNM Media. Taking place in the Half-Life 2 universe, this project seems to have the same kind of quality as the Haven movies, and I'm not too sure what it's about yet, but it sure looks interesting. So as I said, I haven't really had time this month to look up new machinimas. So if you guys have some cool machinimas out there that you think I should mention, or at least need some more recognition, just send them my way in the comments. Alright, I'll give the word to Atticus and the Discord news. Take it away.
Thank you, Xander. Hello there. I'm Atticus Dean Vanguard, and welcome back to our section known as the Discord news. Also, disclaimer, I'm sick. And also tired, because I didn't sleep much, because I'm sick. It's a rough day, but you know, I'm committed to my job. Although I don't get paid much, but you know, it is what it is. Anyways, so I want to personally give a shout out to our new moderators to the team, as it was announced that we officially made our own Discord moderator application where you can apply to be part of the mod team on this wonderful server. You can always find it in the pinned messages in the server announcement. The new moderators we got on the team are Phantom the Mate, Captain Ravelin Valor, and Otto Potato. Immediately, they're doing quite a wonderful job, as they're already been part of the team for almost quite a few weeks now, such as Otto Potato has been quite a very helpful person lately, especially that Crowbar Production server is also looking to be revamped quite soon, so be on the lookout for that. We got plenty of ideas, such as like new looks, new channels, shortening out channels, changing out some stuff, new banner, new profile, and many more. And like I said, be on the lookout for that. Also, I want to thank everyone who attended to our very first live event that we had within the server, which was a Q&A that was evented on March 4th, actually. I had quite a good time doing it. I love answering all your questions, and if those who weren't there in time or wasn't aware of the situation that happened, it's quite alright, because I will always plan to do more in the future, as better yet with better special guests along the side of like my fellow colleagues, people at the bar, the mod team, or even some of my friends. Sometimes it could be hosted by me, it could be hosted by Xander, or Splander, or Combine, and very few more other people. There'll be plenty of more events we'll be planning in the future, and please do be aware, as they will be announced, and you can always click on the interest button to be notified when they are actually live. On to the next topic, we also announced that we have an official Minecraft SMP style server made by our lovely mascot Stoutminer1. Although we don't have any screenshots or clips at the moment to show off the server, but from what I saw, Stoutminer1, Austin Does Art, Rods, and a few other members within the server have made quite interesting art pieces within the world. There's also a dungeon they're working on, which has a lot of traps and parkour, so it's quite interesting. Details of the server are listed in Journal 2, server announcements, or in the lobby. The IP is also listed right here, as I am too lazy and too sick to say it. So yes, it's right here. And there, and then over in that corner, and then that corner. I'm doing this so he has to do a lot of editing. Also, I see your notes. Another exciting thing to announce is that we're also going to have an official Crowbar Production podcast, although I don't know what's the official name of it is, but it is being run by the main host of Shotgun Physics, alongside of his co-hosts, Michael's World, Ranger, Stoutminer Run, Rods, and even myself. Though I won't guarantee that will be on every episode, but I'll be there occasionally, hopefully. The podcast will be quite a very chill vibe to enjoy, such as we'll discuss about machinimas, machinima news, gaming, memes, and anything of a fun topic to discuss about. Now, on to the server's news. The official Crowbar Production server is sitting at 124 members, as now we have officially hit level 3 on Nitro Boosted, and a total of 14 boosts. Which I want to thank you so much for those who boosted the server throughout the entire 8 or 9 months that this server has been running. The boosters of this time are Aussie, Hasbua, Spartan for another 2 boosts added, and my buddy Wolf who added 2 boosts. Once again, I want to thank the boosters for making this happen, as I want to thank to the actual boosters B-Hop, Shotgun Physics, Splonder. Okay, sorry, I thought he was behind me for a minute. Man, what are you standing there for? Man, go away! Go away! Sorry. Anyways, Lulu Productions, Asias Bua Spartan, sorry, I'm having a hard time saying your name, bud, and my buddy Wolf for making it happen. Now, I want to give Xander the spotlight at this moment to thank you as well.
Hey guys, thank you so much for those boosts. I am new to Discord and I'm still getting the hang of it, and to see you guys support the server like you do is just mind-blowing, so thank you so much for that. Atticus, you're doing a great job as well, and all the new moderators are doing great. I think the community is coming together nicely, and it's just been so fun to hang out with you guys whenever I get the time. You know, I'm almost never on there, but when I am, it's always fun. So yeah, thank you so much to the boosters. The server is gonna get lit. Alright, I'll see you on Discord. I'm gonna get out of here now. Yo, where's my coffee at?
Now, onto the birthday section as well. We have quite a lot of people this month, so happy birthday to Spikem59, who turned 24 on the 4th of March, Ori on the 5th of March, Exino, who turned 18 on the 15th of March, Shotgun Physics, who turned 16 on the 24th of March, which is actually today, due to the recording date of right now. Why am I making it sound a little complicated? Who knows? And Hard Hat. So that's about it for my end of the portion of this update. Now back to you, Xander.
Thank you, Atticus. Okay, let's see if you guys have any questions for me this time around. First up, we got a question from Pikachu Beaver, who's actually voice acting in Space Quest as the director. Are you a dog or cat person? Oh man, that's hard. I guess if I had to take care of an animal, it would be the cat, because they're more self-reliant. I think there are pros and cons to both. I always get happy when I see a dog or a cat, so I'm not gonna pick sides here. You can love both. Would you rather be attacked by 100 chicken-sized horses or one horse-sized chicken? That's a tough one. I'd rather not be attacked by either, but if I had to choose, I'm gonna say both. I can take them. I work out. Alright, next up is from Ori. What's your favorite alcohol brand? Oh, that's a tough one. There's a lot of good ones. That's like naming your favorite band or favorite movie. There's just so much good stuff out there. Well, I have gotten the taste for wheat beer this past year, so I'd say Kronenbourg, I think that's how you pronounce it. They make a beer called Blank. I do enjoy that very much. So, for the time being, I'd say that's the one. But stuff like that always changes. Next question is from Andreas Bahn. Why is the main character of Space Quest called Cold Green? Well, to begin with, I wanted his name to be Green, because green says that you're like new to something, you're green in it, and he is new in this job. And then I named him Cold because that swings good together with green. That's a good pair, Cold Green. How long on average does it take you to create an original music track? Oh, that depends. In the latest episode 11, I made soundtrack for 2 scenes. One is where Steve takes over the biology lab, and the next one is where the prisoner beside Green tells the story of how he got captured, and that took like a couple of hours. I didn't really mix it that well, I didn't even master it, but I was also kind of in a rush. I wanted to finish the episode, so it really depends. I think it took me a couple of days to create the theme song, so it really depends on my ambition for the song and the complexity of the song. A good handful of the songs are actually old, unfinished projects that I've done, so that didn't take me so long. Like The Awakening Part 1, for example. That was an old project I did that I thought had some good potential. Do you have any video game recommendations? Oh well, I don't play video games that much anymore. I haven't really played a lot of new stuff, but I hear that Hogwarts Legacy is good. The Witcher 3, if you haven't played that, that's a remastered version. That's really good. And it's just a great game in general. Entropy Zero 2, the free mod that fills up that empty Half-Life hole you might have. Also, there was an old game called Rise and Fall: Civilizations at War. I always loved strategy games where you build your own kingdoms and castles and societies. So I love Stronghold and Age of Empires and stuff like that. But what I really liked about Rise and Fall was the fact that you can go into third person and run around in the city you've built and fight battles with the army you've built. And it's an old game, really old. I really dig that. I think that was really cool. And I'd love to see that again. So if you guys know any new games that does that, I'd like to know. I know Manor Lords, I think, does that. Not in the same scale at all, but I know the idea is still there for some developers. But that's like my dream game if I had to make games. And lastly, what did you think of the Parryguard's Patient Zero animation? What can I say? That kicked ass. I always look forward to a new addition from the Parryguard. And you might wonder why I haven't brought it into Machinima News. And that's simply because it's not a machinima, it's more professional, it's a full-scale animated project. And besides, the Parryguard is like well known at this point. So I didn't really think that he needs a shout out as much as smaller machinima makers might need. Because machinima is dying. Everybody looks to more professional stuff now. And that's like the pros and cons with what YouTube is today. I mean, back in the day it was more charming. People just created stuff and it was okay that it seemed amateur. But the bar has been raised a lot, so it is basically becoming a new streaming site, like Netflix or something like that. And I don't think it's necessarily bad, I just think that guys like myself, who use this as a hobby, just drowns in the pool of content. And you really have to do something above and beyond if you want to get recognized. And again, that's not necessarily a bad thing. It's inspiring, actually. We'll see what I'm gonna do with that. That's some good questions, Andreas, thank you. And here's a question from the mascot of Discord, Stoutminer. What character do you dislike the most? Oh, that's a tough one. I don't really dislike any of the characters because they're like my children. I made them up. I think Roy is funny, but I'd hate to work with him. I don't really dislike any of them, but if I had to pick one, it might be Roy, just because of the way he is. The next question is from Bodian. How do you assess Gmod realism, and do you consider it to be a machinima? Well, I do think it is a machinima, but I'd say it's a subgenre. How do I assess it? Well, I'd say that the cinematic approach appeals to me more, but I understand why people use it. And I say it's still machinima because you still use the engine in a way to tell a story. And I think it can be a very powerful method of storytelling with Gmod. Okay, the last question is from a Kimbo dude. I think that's how you pronounce it. Why do you make Garry's Mod machinimas instead of Source Filmmaker animations? And that's a very good question. The reason I use Garry's Mod is because it's easier and quicker for me to create an episode. For example, I made the past two like within a week of each other. If I had to use Source Filmmaker, I would still be working on the first episode, probably. Instead of it taking like 1 to 2 weeks, it would take me 1 to 2 months. And I just have so much story that I want to put out, and I don't have the patience to perfect it in the way that Source Filmmaker is capable of. And it's also very technical. Garry's Mod is easier for me to wrap my head around. So yeah, that's basically why. And I'm old school. So I think there's a charm and some nostalgic stuff going on with Garry's Mod. Alright, that was all of the questions. Thank you so much for watching, and thanks for your comments and the continued support, and I will do my best to make the next episode even better than the last. So yeah, have a good one, guys.
Huh? What? Wait, y'all still here? Y'all patiently waited for the end scenes? Like, there's nothing at the end of this video. Like, literally I have nothing planned because I am sick as hell. And I have been blowing my nose the past almost 24 hours, and I have no sleep. So, like, I have nothing planned for this. I am quite sorry, and I expect you all to be this actual patient. But you know what? You know what? Since you all were patient, I'll make Xander just suffer. Anyways, Xander, do some goofy editing. Fireworks. Fireball. Firewall. The birthday thing. The original birthday thing with the cucumber-looking balloons. Glitter. Your editor's note, but in red, now blue, then green. Camera 1. Camera 2. Camera 3. Do we have a fourth camera? Oh, we do. What's that for? So we have more cameras? What's camera 5? Oh. And that's camera 6? and 7. What's up with these purposes cameras? That's just straight up a camera of a bird. Are we watching pigeons now? Huh. So this is where all the budgeting is going into. Just random ass footage. Huh. Alright then.